the Senate Chairman of the House Committee on Aviation, Chairman of the House Committee on Aviation, other members of this well-distinguished committee, CEOs of aviation agencies, members of the press, good morning. My name is Mr. Sheikh Abdullahi, PhD, the Acting Vice Chancellor, African Aviation and Aerospace University. The African Aviation and Aerospace University Abuja appreciates the House Committee on Aviation for inviting the university to make submissions on the proposed amendment to the Civil Aviation Act and review the revenue sharing formula of the 5% ticket sales charge. This amendment represents an opportunity to strengthen Nigeria's aviation sector by ensuring that the funding is aligned not only with operational responsibilities, but also with long-term sustainability of aviation manpower development. The AAAU represents, respectfully, submits the university that the university should be recognized as a statutory beneficiary of the ticket sales charge revenue. AAU occupies a unique position within Nigeria's aviation ecosystem because it is a federal government-owned university established under Nigerian Universities Framework as a federal university, supervised by the Federal Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development. The university is the only university dedicated to aviation, aerospace, and allied disciplines in Nigeria, established specifically to develop highly skilled manpower for Nigeria's aviation industry. Unlike conventional universities, AAAU exists solely to serve the aviation sector. Human capital development is the foundation of the aviation sector. Every aviation agency depends primarily on competent professionals. Without qualified air traffic managers, aeronautical engineers, aviation managers, environmental specialists, none of the statutory agencies can effectively discharge their mandate without a goal. AAU is the only institution established to produce this workforce, up to bachelor's, master's, and even PhD level. Research from such specialized institutions cannot be overemphasized. Therefore, investment in AAU, in its effect, is investment in NCA, NAMA, NIMET, FAN, NSID, and even future aviation institutions. Globally, sustainable aviation system is both dedicated funding to institutions responsible for aviation education, research, innovation, and manpower development. Revenue generated from aviation users should not only finance current operations, but also build the next generation of aviation professionals. Nigeria cannot sustainably expand its aviation industry while relying solely on annual budgetary allocations to finance its fully specialized aviation industry. AAA directly support every aviation agency. Every graduate produced by AAA ultimately strengthens one or more of these institutions. The current revenue sharing arrangement largely recognizes operational agencies. However, aviation is sustained by 4 pillars: regulation, air navigation services, safety oversight, and human capital development. The first 3 pillars receive statutory funding. The fourth pillar, which the institution represents for developing aviation professionals, does not receive anything within the current sharing formula. This creates an imbalance that should be corrected through this very important amendment. It is noteworthy to note that the institutional change presents an opportunity for the National Assembly to review the existing sharing formula and appropriately accommodate AAU as a strategic aviation institution dedicated to manpower development. Additionally, additional funding will enable the university to to establish internationally accredited aviation laboratories, expand aerospace engineering laboratories, support aviation research and innovation, train future aviation professionals locally rather than abroad, reduce dependence on foreign aviation institutions, produce industry-ready graduates. Every naira invested in the AAU returns value to reduce foreign training and a lot more. In view of the foregoing, AAU respectfully recommends that the revised sharing formula of the 5% ticket charge be adjusted to recognize aviation manpower development. An illustrative distribution is hereby proposed, where AAU should receive nothing less than 10%. This proposal recognizes the continued operational responsibility of NCA as well as that of NAMA, the indispensable role of other agencies such as NCAP and NIMA. Prayer at African Aviation and Aerospace University respectfully praised that the National Assembly recognized AAU as a statutory beneficiary of the 5% ticket charge, while amending the Civil Aviation Act to expressly include AAU in revenue sharing formula. The future of Nigerian aviation industry will take a new shape from the debate ongoing today.
Thank you,
Thank you very much, Chairman.